Hi guys, welcome to Mark Bayeski YouTube channel. What a beautiful day it's been today. Filled with joy. Went down to the beach to meet Ajahn. You all know Ajahn, who works with me on the retreats I've done over the years. And we finally made a decision this morning after many months of thinking about it. And we are now going to hold a retreat together in India. Well, not much of a retreat, but it is kind of a retreat because we're going to be doing, it's a treat. It's a treat. It's a spiritual, beautiful journey across Kerala, India, the cradle of India, the cradle of spirituality, the cradle of your heart, the cradle of everything. It is a divine place. And of course, you all know my happy, smiley, amazing yoga, meditation, mantra guru. My guru, I love him. He's a beautiful guy. And we work well together. We laugh most of the time, but when we get down to the serious work, we do the work and we do it well, both of us. We bounce off each other, we can feel, we know, and we just have that. I think it's there's no words, you can just feel. We just have that in sync, that intuition between each other and what we need to give our clients on whichever retreat we've done, whether it's in Spain or Bali, wherever. So yeah, we're gonna do a 14-day very intense but gentle. Intense, gentle. I think it's going to be amazing. Basically, it's a walk. So we hire a very big, beautiful coach that takes us on different journeys, and we walk around and we experience it, and we do, we wake up in different hotels in the morning. We do our, wherever it is, we'll be doing our meditation, some yoga, and of course I'll be doing my healing work, spiritual in-depth talks to be able to get inside and Q&As most of the day and experience the majestic, beautiful India. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to do that in August, mid-August, 14 days. We're very excited, and you are most welcome if you want to come. I wasn't even going to talk about this. I was going to surprise you all, but anyway, it came out. Oh, spirits in the room. So that's a good sign. Thank you. Okay, I get a really loud in my ear when spirit comes into the room. So, and don't ask me why. I don't know. I'm not interested. I'm just thankful that they're here and with us today. It's a beautiful day, and we're going to talk about something that somebody's just sent me 5 minutes ago, and I thought, okay, well, I'm pretty much an expert at this topic, and yeah, I think I got the same message a couple of days ago, and I think I get it. I think I get this message round about 5 to 10 times a week at least. Why do people lie? Why do people talk about me? Why do my friends, or why has my friends said such bad things? Why are they going around saying things? What do I do? How can I heal from it? It's broken my heart. I don't know what to do. Well, hello. It happens. Come closer. Okay, it happens, guys. And first of all, you're in my heart, because it is a challenge to get through this, because first of all, it's not about what's being said as much as how much it hurts you personally, how much it hurts because you never believed somebody could ever do something like that. But unfortunately, the world is still at a low vibration with many people, and they don't realize what they're doing. They don't realize that they are in such a challenging place in their life. They don't realize that they actually most of the time believe that they're right and what they're saying is correct. So there's very little you can do when somebody is at such a very low point in their spirituality or their awareness. They may come across as if they are, but it's quite clear to see that when people spread gossip and say things, they're not in a good place. And let's break it down today. So first of all, why do people do this? Well, I think the first thing you have to understand is when somebody has lied and cheated and done something, and they are deluded that they believe that they haven't done anything because they don't look at themselves, you will normally see a repeat pattern, and that's the truth. It's very easy to see. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, when they tell people about how bad you are, most people again will simply believe them. And that's very much how the world is, I'm afraid. We're not, our vibration hasn't raised that far yet, so you're going to have to put up with that to begin with. But don't worry, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel, so don't worry, honestly. So what happens is they delude themselves by coming up with that they actually are their own judge and jury, and then they always win. And they come up with great explanations and great reasons why they've said and done what they've done to you, whether that's on a physical level, emotional level, or say a business level, whatever. If it's a partner, a business partner, it doesn't matter, whatever level. They will come up with great reasons, and once they've satisfied themselves with that, what happens next? You will clearly see that they will then go around and try and back that up. So they will then start to recruit believers, right? So what's going on in their head all the time is that because they're trying to convince themselves all the time, day and night. This is why at the end of this video, you'll understand, you'll be sending them love, trust me. So all the time, because deep inside, remember that we always know the truth, but we're suppressing it and hiding it all the time. So we're backing it up by repeating. They did this to me, they did that to me, they're horrible, they did this and they did that. Repeating. And they go to everybody, as many people. They're trying to get an army behind them, right? Because their mind is saying that if I keep doing this and telling everybody, that they'll feel better then because everybody believes them. That's not the case, guys. Trust me. It'll affect them for the rest of their life. So don't fret. You will never, you're in pain only for a short moment because people don't care really, and it's gone. And then when you're left standing, or where they're left standing, then they have to live with that for the rest of their life. So don't worry about it. It'll only affect you for a short while. But Mark, it's people are telling me awful and I'm hearing awful stuff. People are ignoring me. Don't worry. It's not your issue. You haven't done anything wrong. If you've done something wrong, then you'll hold your hand up and say, Mark, I did something wrong. I deserve this, right? And you would. I'm sure you would. But I think it's really important that you look at what's happening at any given moment. And for me, when I look around me, and it's happened to me so many times in my past, and I realized what my mistake has always been is to knee-jerk too fast. And because I am so emotional, I get so upset, the other person then takes it the wrong way, and then it gets even worse. So what I have to learn, and what I have been learning, is stop reacting to these things. If people are going to be like that, there's nothing you can do. Let them be like that. So I'm learning not to react and let things go much quicker. So that's my spiritual growth. So I thank whoever is challenging me to see if I can grow. So if I'm in an about and I can see somebody hates me because they knew somebody that I knew or worked with, or there was a friend or a partner, whatever it is, and then they ignore me, I have to grow stronger and say, well, actually, I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I've done nothing wrong. And that you can see quite clearly that whoever is doing what they're doing is trying to recruit believers, okay? So the worst thing you can do is go around and explain yourself and say, no, this is not right. I think the best thing to do is drop it. And here's the reason why. The truth is, when a liar or a cheat or somebody who is manipulating, they will always be caught out in the end. And like I said, when you just need to spend a little few moments, if you're in a company of somebody like that, all you need to do is listen. And if they've done this to somebody and saying all of this, if they say this has happened to me before and my partner's done this, then you would ask yourself, well, why is that always happening? Why are you always falling out? Now, here's the thing. You can say the same thing to me, but I am only sharing this with you as an example. I don't go around backing myself up and recruiting people to believe me. I don't go holding a microphone up and saying it wasn't me and I'll explain why. It's not necessary. I'm just trying to help you overcome it by not wasting your time. So, like me, all of the times that I got hurt and it hurt badly, I look back now and I can say to you with my hand on my heart, the best form of healing and getting over this is not reacting. Let it go. Move forward with your beautiful life, because karma, or I call it, my karma is how I treat you and your karma is how you react back. So if I have cheated and hurt somebody, trust me, my karma is going to affect me for the rest of my life in many ways. So why don't I hurt people? Because I know if I hurt anybody in any way, which I wouldn't want to do, but if I did, I know, boy, my karma's going to kick me up the arse for a long time. So I purposely work towards being loving, kind and caring. I purposely don't want to fight. I purposely don't want to mix with people who are in bad energy, who have done bad things. I keep myself to myself and give as much love out as possible. And I would suggest the same to you. Choose your friends wisely. Learn from what's happened. And whoever you're with, again, watch out for those telltale signs, okay? And whatever the situation is, you'll spot it. You'll easily spot it and be aware of it. The trouble with people who are kind and caring and loving and open-hearted and healers and light workers, the problem with that is that we trust. We trust people. We trust them because we know that we wouldn't do it. So how could anybody else do it? Big mistake. So we have to learn to be aware that there are people who are not quite like you. All right? There are certain people out there who don't care, who are more willing to cause issue and problem and be devious, and it doesn't really affect them in the short term, but it does in the long term. So it's kind of like a mistake, but it eats away at them and then it gets worse and worse. And the problem is, and this is where I really dislike being involved in confrontation, because I know I haven't done anything wrong. I know in the end, whatever they did is going to be so blatantly obvious one day that people are going to fall out with them and they're going to have no friends at all. And that is where it breaks my heart, because we all make mistakes, and I would suggest that if you are somebody who looks at me and said, oh shit, I'm the one who's done that, I've made a mistake, I was a bit manipulating, I did this to the person and I don't know what to do, I'll tell you what to do. You should hold your hand up and send that person a message and apologize and say, I am so sorry for what I did. That is the bigger you. That is the true you. That's the inside of you that is screaming out. And the reason why is because your heart, your spirit, your truth, your purity does not want to live in suffering. It doesn't want to live in pain. Now, here's the thing. After I've said all of this, you think, oh my God, he's been a bit hard, but I'm not, because there's a reason why I'm talking like this. I am actually also trying to help people who have done things that have been a challenge. Because in truth, whoever's hurt you, in truth, deep inside, it wasn't meant. It wasn't. And you're saying that's bullshit, Mark. It was. They did it deliberately. Maybe they did. But the bigger picture is that they have to go through challenges to be able to become stronger than them. So we can't take it personal. So if you've been hurt, you must say to yourself, we gave ourselves this challenge. She or he or whoever or them or gave me this challenge to become stronger than that challenge. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? It then doesn't become personal because you know I've been sharing this with you for years now. Nothing's personal. It was never personal, even though you think it is, and even though I've said to you what I've said in this video, it's not personal. The bigger picture is that we both have to grow from what we've been through. So the day that person realizes they've done wrong and apologize is the day that they can only grow and sleep well on a night. And the day that you accept what happened without hate, pain, suffering, sadness, and let it go and become stronger and send them love is the day that you've conquered the challenge. Simple! And it's beautiful. It really is. Not always people who have hurt you and done bad things to you will ever get over that. They will always live in that blame, that anger, that, they will tell everybody that you're a bad person. And you know what, guys? There's nothing much you can do about that except send them love every day, which I do. Because that is their own challenge. That is their own path. That is their own journey. And one day they may look back and say, my God, what a horrible life I've lived. What a sad life. Because trust me, guys, you may be upset now, but in a few weeks or months, you're still gonna be smiling because that's not gonna affect you because you haven't done anything wrong. And these people who don't really care anyway, where because this person has been slandering you, they don't really care anyway. They're too busy in their own life. You're just making it big, but nobody cares. Trust me, they don't. Truth will out. Beautiful, beautiful statement. And time always shows the truth. Time always shows the truth. So, you can hide as much as you want behind a facade, behind a mask. You can try and pretend to do good and be this person. So you're all the time trying to back up how amazing you are and how bad that other person was by doing things. But people see through it eventually. They see through it. And the person who does what they're doing, if they don't clear that karma, if they don't clear that negative energy within themselves, they'll only show themselves as their true colours, and they will be in pain and suffering, and they will be in sadness, and their whole life and family and all their path will just fall apart and crumble away. And that's why I say because if you haven't done anything wrong and you're honest to yourself and say, you know what, I didn't do anything wrong. Yes, I may have got upset. I may have said some things, but actually what was done was wrong, full stop. So again, you grow and you learn from your knee-jerk reaction, but that's it. At the end of the day, if somebody has done something very bad to you, then they have to figure that out themselves and they have to learn from it. You are going to smile again. You're going to feel happy. You're going to walk your path like you are every day. You're not going to change. You're not going to try and be somebody to prove to other people because you don't need to. You are who you are and you just get on with your life. And that is where the real truth appears. So for me, when I first started this what's called spiritual journey, I was attacked by my first mentor for 5 years, maybe longer, 3 years constant. But it took years to get over it because I was constantly attacked. And this person was telling everybody lies all the time, and I was crying and I went through pain and suffering. But I put one foot after the other and kept putting one foot after the other, kept being who I am, kept doing what I'm doing, and eventually it all comes to light. The person who's trying to recruit believers, that's a tough job. That's a full-time job, whereas you're just getting on with your life. So you can see how challenging it is for them to try and keep up that facade all the time. So they will always constantly mention you all the time to people. That's another red flag straight away. So at the end of the day, you look at the people who are hurtful to you and you've got to weigh up now and realize, would you rather be, and please think about this, would you rather be the person who is going around telling everybody that you're horrible, that that person's not nice and they've done? Or would you rather be the one who feels the pain of what other people are telling you, what's been said, and then cry and get upset and feel bad. Which one? Which one would you prefer? There's no argument, is there? You know, okay, so it hurts. So they've said awful things. Well, at least you're not the person who's walking around saying awful things and doing the hurtful thing. That's the right way around. Trust me. So I hope this video serves you well, guys. It's part of life, I believe, and the bigger picture. We are all here to challenge each other, and we have all done things wrong. We've all made damn silly mistakes. But I think if you have made a mistake, then if you're here now listening to this, then be the bigger soul and put it right, put it straight. And if you're the one who's receiving the pain and suffering from somebody who's done something terrible to you, then let it go with love. Send them all your love to them every day. That is conquering the greatest challenge of your personal journey when it comes to hate speech and lies. Okay, guys, thank you for subscribing to Matt Bayeski YouTube channel. Have a most beautiful day. If you are going through suffering and pain and somebody's hurt you and said something really awful, let me send you a crystal today. I'll choose somebody out there and I'll send you this. This is the crystal of forgiveness. This is called Cavansite. It's probably my second favorite crystal. Okay, it is beautiful. It's from Pune, India, and it really is a forgiveness crystal because you need to forgive, and that's it. So I'll choose somebody out of random and send you this crystal. It's a beautiful day outside, by the way, guys. It's so beautiful. Okay, it was a tough conversation today because I know how painful it is for all of you guys, as it has been for me. But you know what? Head up, chin up, smile, and know that you're a beautiful soul and you've done nothing wrong, and you can't make anybody love you. You can't make somebody speak the truth. You can't do anything. You can't control how the world works. All you can do is control and work with yourself and be the best you can be. Just keep putting one foot forward all the time, one after the other, and eventually everything works out. And you will be loved and cared for, and you will find beautiful friends. Trust me. There are a few out there, trust me. Take care. Thanks a lot for subscribing to Matt Bayeski YouTube channel. Bye bye, guys.